And before we even give calories a name, what it is, we just need to understand the principles behind calories. And the principle is that when God designed the world, the sun was set in place and the earth was given to us so that we can have dominion over the earth, so that we would work the land, so that we would eat from the land. Plants, seed bearing trees would give us food to eat and would have dominion over animals. The animals on earth have their responsibilities and purposes. And the same animals that we eat, they eat plants. They get their energy from plants. The sun gives energy to the plants. The plants use that energy and nutrients from the soil, from the ground, from the land, along with water to create nutrients and food for the animals. And for us, we're fortunate that we can eat those plants, the trees, the seeds, and we can also eat the animals. So we can eat that direct energy that's come from the sun, that's in the plants and or veggies. That's why veggies are very good for us, or fruits are very good for us. And we can also eat the animals because the animals are also converting that food that they eat, the plants, the grass, into different nutrients that we would otherwise not get from the plants directly. Because when they digest and eat some of these plants and seeds, they turn that into more nutrients. So they essentially multiply the nutrients that they eat from the plants. Because when you think about protein, for example, the protein found in plants, as humans, we cannot extract or create or multiply that amount of protein in our bodies to satisfy all our needs and all our functions because they're different amino acids, different proteins. So some animals do a better job of digesting the grass, the leaves, and creating protein that human beings can actually eat and use. So that is the fundamental understanding that we need to understand. So it's about us living in harmony with the land and understanding how we're supposed to interact with the animals around us, with the trees, with the vegetation. Those are all important aspects of our human lives that we need to embrace and take care of. That is what God had already intended for us since the beginning. Now, as populations grew over time, we had to build. And by building, we're multiplying because also God told us we need to multiply. I'm talking about God giving you the angle of faith. To understand this, it comes back to the design, the original design, because the blueprint has already been laid out. So when we expand, we find places to live, we're still trying to live in harmony with nature, with what God had intended. And by us expanding, we've also expanded and evolved and started removing some of the natural things that were intended for us. By removing these natural things, we've created new problems because now maybe we've displaced some of the animals into different places and some of the land that we used to have that we could rotate because once we plant, we work the land for a couple of years. We need to leave that land that is now barren to rejuvenate itself, rejuvenate the soil, rejuvenate the nutrients. Let the grass grow, let all the different things that are going to happen to that land happen because rain is going to come, different seasons, animals will die in that land, decay happens, that's like manure, that's compost, that's happening. The nutrients are going back into the land. The land, after a couple of years, has nutrients again, and it can give us better yield again. So you rotate those lands.